Hiya friends, how are we doing today? Hope all is well. I'm sorry I'm going to be trying to finish up my little bit of cereal here. I am hungry. Wanted something quick and easy. Didn't make it home till 6:30, so that's why we're running a little late. Had some things that needed to be taken care of. We got to play some flying rogues and some units and earn gold, and hey, I get to collect that one. Cool. That was nice. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's take a look at the store. We got a little bit of gold to burn. Always gold for vampires. Get our archer just a little closer there. Get the monk a little closer to level 20. Yeah, there we go. So how was everybody's Friday? By level, that would be smarter. Alright. Let's see about what campaigns we can do. We are in a new event. I think the other one ended like earlier today. Maybe a day or two ago. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't remember. We're going to start ourselves out on the easier because there's only one of us in here that I can see at the moment. And we need to put flying rogues, I think it was. So that's the assassins. Alright. Good enough. And I need to play some saints. Some good stuff. Anyway, tomorrow's not going to be a fun day. As after work, I have to go out to the house that I'm eventually going to acquire. And I need to see about getting all of the outside yard work caught up because my aunt and cousin hasn't bothered to do any of it, except kind of keep the grass down a little bit with a very terrible mower. So yeah, that'll be fun. A lot of it's going to have to be weed-eated. There's just grass and vines at least 3 foot tall. It's nuts. So I stopped and got myself a gas can for my own to take out there to the house to eventually be mine. Since I'm going to live so far away from town, I'm going to probably pick up another gas can or two, keep them full. Of course, use stable in them so they don't go bad. As you never know what happens. You don't want to have to drive all the way back to town, or don't want to risk being low on gas, or any of that fun stuff. But it'll be nice once I can get moved out there. I think I have like 2 more months left here at this apartment. And that'd get me really close anyway to move out time and not have to do another yearly contract and all that fun jazz. So, a little bit of excitement for the future. It does kind of mean that streams may be a little less for a while. And I have to figure out what kind of internet access I'll have out there. God, I hope it isn't Comcast. Because once I can get the internet up there and get moved out there, I'll try and start getting back to a more regular stream schedule. I'll have to figure out how to set myself up to You know, I gotta have a lot more stuff to do. Got mowing and weed eating and just house care and all that fun jazz that I'll have to get into and deal with, so... Gonna be a good time, I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. But, let me drop this one. Jump over this one. Hello. That was the wrong one. There we go. Hi, River Eye. Yeah, I'm sorry, Paimon. We're busy. We've got a thing to do. How is the River Eye? Glad to hear you're all right. So, it's been approximately a month since we played this. Had our soul completely and terribly and horribly crushed by the death of the Archon. And the story of Fiorina, the girl that has been around for 500 years, keeping up this premise that she is the Archon, when she in fact was not. I'm just trying to finish up my breakfast here. Good stuff.
What was that? Oh, it's gone. Can I go take a look?
I had strawberry mini wheats for supper. Seemed like a good thing. Either 12 hours early or late for breakfast. Breakfast is any time. So anyway, after the death of the real Archon, this rift has opened up and a enemy of some kind has attacked. And it's our job to try and fix it. So that's what we're going to do. Wish us luck. That's a big old purty whale.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
I've already done my best to separate you.
Oh, hello.
Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless find a way to attack it from within. I shall snare part of the ancient dragon's power.
You gonna learn today?
Hi, Pure. How are you doing? I really don't want to learn today, though.
We're way behind schedule.
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Socket! Actually did this weekly boss like 10 minutes ago. Nice. I have not attacked this boss before.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. The chance will present itself.
Kinda thinking I may not have the right grouping here.
Focus!
Not one of your favorites. I'm already not liking it. fight, so...
Access denied. Animal to relay. Enhance animal.
There's so much going on. Ah! I'm not doing any damage.
Do not fear. See the
Power of what?
my power to suppress its roots from within.
I didn't catch that.
Born of ice and frost. No touching. Speed of light. Hey! Animal to relay. We're waiting for nothing. This is long overdue. Incoming. Hold the line.
Oh god.
Born of ice. This will be a joke. Access denied. Don't blink. Sword from status.
What's this jerk weak against?
Allow me. Born of ice. No touching.
Go.
The authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Animal hyperspace simulation. Incoming. Access denied. We're waiting on schedule. Allow me. No touching.
Trying to stay in this rain. I may be horrifically underpowered here too.
Born of icy frost. For Rex weapons. Hold the line. No touching.
Oh god. Ow!
Absorption test. Stay clear. Absorption. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
Oh god. No, not my healer.
Rebuild. Access denied. No touching. Access denied. Speed of light. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Hold the line. Blaze over.
Trying to catch it to where I can get extra healing in between where I'm invulnerable. Oh, here we go. What do we do? What do we do? What did we do? Is it badassery time? Is it sadness time? Wait, who are you? I don't know you.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but Oh well.
Okay, who is this awesome hottie? Because, damn.
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
What?
Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Jesus Christ, woman. Can I just give you head pats or something? Good lord.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet? True. Why did she throw Child into a rift and then a black hole? I mean, I don't like the guy, but even for him, that's a little much.
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
You hear that, Midnight? Maybe taking notes. Better watch out. He just looks at me.
All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi? I don't think we've heard of that one yet.
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfilnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
She's right there.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Hyman didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh, boy!
What?
There's little to be surprised about. It is natural, after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it.
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
We're not replaying this.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
I can't handle a sad Fiorina.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
So wait, the water's already risen? Shit happens fast when you're in a different dimension.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry!
Alright, this is pretty cool.
Hey, lend a hand!
Hey, it's Lynette. We love Lynette here.
Look! The water's receding! It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Can you imagine how bad everything's gonna smell?
Are you alright? We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Now, there is a new area that's supposed to be opening up, but I don't know if it's open yet or not. Pure, if you're still there, do you know? Hope the Genshin goes well, gonna lurk. Thank you, cycling friend.
Cute. The Spirit Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson
Hydrate.
of the
I will
Spirit
do that, thank you.
And we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
Talking Paimon's language.
Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once-overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
I'm curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you
I
sure?
love her energy.
Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Alright, go to Poisson. And that's a little ways away. Let's go with the teleport. Makes you wonder, since the Hydro Archon is dead, does that mean her powers no longer function?
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too!
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorand?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
I mean, Navia is quite the good-looking lady. Love her dress sense.
Captain Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Okay.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillet, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Going to the Fortress of Meadowpeed. Haven't been there in a hot minute. Up here. Let's go here. We'll figure it out as we go. That apparently was the correct answer.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
He doesn't seem overly impressed.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
I have no idea where this is going to take us, so we'll start the battle and let it go.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
I need the saint. Sorry, just trying to... There we go.
Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh! Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really doesn't know how to squeeze opportunity for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's
Aw,
here.
there's the cutest
Would any
nurse.
of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse?
What she would be squeamish about in terms of pictures. She's a very lovely character.
Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
She's just adorable.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Walk with Horsley for a while, share news from above ground with him.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh no.
Oh, actually,
Can we
what
just
about
rescue
you?
Lynette?
Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
Poor guy.
All right, last stop, the docks.
She is always a wonderful person to have around. I think she would just, in general, be a whole heck of a lot of fun just to hang out with. All that energy she's got. Have your octopus back. The lift is running. Well, run faster. I didn't realize poor Sucrose there was dying. Okay, so it stops at a certain point. Interesting. Don't make a lot of sense for those. Oh, jeez. Doesn't make a lot of sense for the sides to move without the floor moving and the top moving as well. Like, I can't see. Yeah, okay. So if you look there, there should be grooves where the lift itself kind of goes through. Would have been logical for them to have been some sort of guiding grooves to pull it down into. But anyway. I digress.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Always, especially if Lynette offers it.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
I'm pretty sure as persuasive as Charlotte is, she'd probably get all of them to do it.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
she's very talkative compared to normal.
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
That's really sweet, though.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
That'd be cool.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Per as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler? Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
I'm still trying to figure out, because I don't think I've run across the point why she calls herself father, but maintains the she pronoun. But to that effect, she is gorgeous.
That's all right.
Terrifyingly so.
I'm more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Damn, these guys are getting all the gnosis.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
So at one point, are we going to have to deal with the Fatui and all of the freaking power of the gods they've obtained? Because, damn.
It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
Since you're here, Pure, have they made the new section live yet? Do you know?
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
They were supposedly opening up a new section. I don't know what the place was called, only that there were new creatures and a new area, but I didn't catch when the go live date was. Coming in 5-0. Gotcha. I don't even know where we're at.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Still a bit away. We're in 4-7. Ah, gotcha. I seen it, and I didn't catch any information on it, and I was like, somebody's gotta know. Usually when I see it, it's an advertisement on Facebook, and then 5 seconds later, the Facebook resets itself, and I lose what information I was gaining. It's so freaking nice of it. But at least it gives us time to catch up.
Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
I guess I can call him one of my war buddies. Oh God, I hate him so much. Stop bringing him into the story.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
father.
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Dude, look at those stilettos. Those look painful as heck. And she fights in those things. Holy crap.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as Harbingers, yes.
Shiori shoes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know her shoes. We may have, I don't even know if I have her as a... Is she a playable character? I don't even know. I'm kind of curious now, but I don't want to bring up my browser because then my frames drop for the stream.
Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks.
Now, is the Fatui and the Abyss on opposing sides, or are they on the same side? I'm trying to remember back, but hell, we've been playing this game for like 2 years now. I don't recall.
Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Out of all honesty, of all of them, of all the Fatui we've met, the Knave, Lynette, Lenny, and yeah, the brother, freaking awesome people. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision? Alright. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
She's not too pleased.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
She just seems like somebody that if you keep her happy, and stay in a position to where you're useful, she's probably going to be your best friend.
Farewell, Father.
And just be in general pleasant company to be around.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all.
Everybody else
more
just
than enough for
sucked.
me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess he said Charlotte, huh? Should we go see what Neverleft's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Hang on one second. I was wanting to post a picture up. Posted a picture up of my little helper on my Discord channel. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me do the Discord thing. If you want to see my little buddy, he's on there in the IRL photos. Oh, hey, there's mail stuff we haven't collected. 400 Prima Gems. Nice. Alright. Really quick. I don't think I have enough to do... Well, we could do a pull. But it would be for Charlotte. Or Chlorinide. Chlorinade? Eh. Or Alhytham. I think we already actually have her, but even if we didn't, I don't have enough to actually go after them.
There's still a lot left to do.
We are going over to here. Got a lot of teleport waypoints to unlock too yet in this area. Now,
We're way behind schedule.
good enough eyes to catch even the smallest details at a crime scene, but I can't understand the secrets of dark magic. You really are awesome, able to fool even Melusine's eyes.
I prefer magic personally.
Okay, so that sounded like a feminine-based voice. Why is it? Is she... Are they not the same species as the nurse in the prison? Because I kind of feel like they would be. So why is the one more human-looking than those? Little details. Be a little less squeaky, please.
So, you really are here, Nervalette. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Softly before telling the truth concerning what he saw that day. Folklores deceived the heavenly principles and used Furina's endless performance to save Fontaine.
So that's what happened?
I saw Furina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Fascinating.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
Say that it was at that moment that the Fontanians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
You love
Ask
asking
away.
things.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans.
At the very least, she didn't disappear like the one before Nahida.
Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
I'd question that this whole time.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function.
Okay, so that was something I also considered at the very beginning when we were working with Lenny and he was investigating, thought he heard voices, so it was actually Focalor that was powering it.
This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Here we go.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
So if we're getting a 4.8 first before we ever see Natlan, that'll give us time to complete out certain aspects of the game that we have left since the beginning. I'm sure there's a ton of treasure chests and all around Tavat that we need to go after. I know there are Animoculuses and all the other ones that need to be gone after. We've got our work cut out for us.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I think we've got all of them now, right?
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
1 second. Just putting down my ability to fight here.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend.
I hope she's playable at some point.
I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you.
She warned him to give up the gnosis.
To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger, then.
She has some interesting thigh highs. Just saying. Something of note.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
Well, that's certainly an interesting piece of little bit of lore there. Didn't consider the pieces of Gnosis to be people's or person's remains.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
I am the fourth descender. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
I mean, we can use the elements at will once we align ourselves with them. We don't require a vision, so...
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, And rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Masquerade of the Guilty complete. Oh wow, we have to go way over there. Okay, so the next phase is to... back in Sumeru City, huh? Well, we could do that, but I would really like to open up some of these other areas. So let's work on clearing out... That's the new 4.7 quest? Gotcha. So we're catching up. We've got some areas over here that we need to get cleaned up and get the teleports working. And then, of course, we've got a whole nother segment of map that we haven't even opened up yet. Let's see if we can't get to get some of these teleport waypoints done. I want to just try and finish out some of these areas. We need a... no, wrong one. Wrong one.
I trust you.
Good. You know, at some point, I really am going to have to take some time and level my characters. And level their stuff. Because we have not done that very well at all. Got him. Wait. We went up there and did the things. Is there... Ah, I see it there. Don't care. We're bypassing the whole problem. So, Pure, who's your favorite character on Genshin? Grab these flowers here. Alright, so somewhere up here is probably hiding in that bubble. Great. How do we get past the bubble? In all of Genshin? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we need to figure out how to get a... break the bubble. Milu? I think this is how we're gonna bust the bubble. one. I'm kind of hard-pressed to have a favorite, honestly. I can't lie. So if I had to choose, if it had to be somebody, it would probably be Ganyu. Are they still trying to get at me? Where'd that other bubble go? I saw one around here somewhere. I love Beidou, but I don't really have her set up for combat.
Good eye.
As a matter of fact, I'm not really sure I have too many people properly set up in this game for combat.
Allow me. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Win it! No touching. Incoming. Hey, to the tape. I'll be fine. Got lucky that time. Born of ice and frost.
No it's freezing up. Oh, this guy's tanky.
Born of ice and frost. Speed of light. No touching. Accept.
Did we get the other two? No, there it is. Oops.
Speed of light. Sword comes down.
I honestly generally don't understand why Ganyu gets as much hate as she does.
Don't blink. We should make the most of these supplies.
Matter of fact, I don't understand why a lot of these characters get as much hate as they do. It's like Kokomi. She's the fish wife. Everybody should love the fish wife. There it goes. It's fleeing! Is it just two, or do we need to find a third one?
We should make the most of these supplies.
Okay, so you are up above. Can I utilize a tree? Or do I have to climb the damn mountain? I think we got it from the tree. Nice. Alright, what else we got in the area? looks like if we make our way over to one of these two, we should be able to get these four cleared up pretty quick. Start challenge.
You'll get frostbite. I'll put you on have a load of this. Crisp, frozen descent. Let's move. Now you're not going anywhere. Have a load of this. Frozen descent.
Crap, I can't reach that one. Nope.
Let's move. You're not going anywhere. It's time for a flash freeze.
Okay, so it's up there. I'll let them do their own thing. I don't like those guys.
This was well done.
Bye. I just want my treasure.
Beautiful treasures are best for... No touching. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. It can be. Don't blink.
Alright, that's exactly where you need to be. You're gone. Yeah, go down.
Allow me.
This guy's generally been a pain in the ass for me.
You're not going anywhere.
Rebuild. Sheet of light. No touching.
Certainly easier when you have somebody that can handle ice.
Disgusting.
Alright. But I still cannot access this. Well, that's sad. What do I need to do? Okay, so that's a camera. Want to take a nap, but I've got to a project meeting later, so I can't sleep. No falling asleep. I wish our research project leader would stop barging in during lunch to talk about work. He could cut the air with a knife. Free coffee at the institute is getting worse. It tastes like sawdust soaked in water. Might as well drink Fanta. Alas, I do not know when I can be transferred to another group. I really don't want to continue research on this smart lie detector of Professor Mosso's anymore. Without resources inherited from him, we're like chefs working in a crafting bench. This just isn't working out. I've heard that the Institute has commissioned some adventurers to search for his base. If you ask me, they could just restart the project then, right? It's not like numbers are going to help us catch up with him if we've got to force the research through while having no material to work with. Huh. Okay. So, can I use it to power this? Okay. Use that to power up this one? In true puzzle fashion? Wait, do I do this? Okay, there's more to it. So we got this thing. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. I think. Let me try. Okay, let's... I don't even know what I have in my possession. I thought it was a battery of some kind, but... Anything over here? Anybody know? I'm lost. So we managed to activate this to get that opened up. There is nothing of import inside here. Of course I'm yawning. Get this door to open. Does it need to be like behind it or something? Gotta be something I'm missing here, and I'm just not seeing what it is. I don't want to read. I just want to turn the... Wait a minute. Oh wait, those are the cameras, aren't they?
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Well, I can't do anything with that. No, I left it over here. Okay. Of course, I can't see it down there. Heck with you. There. That changed my ability to do anything. Nothing. It's dead. No power, Mr. Scott. Alright. Sufficient under distractions. We have a journey to complete here. Or at least commence something. This would be a good time for some Zelda-like music to start playing, you know? Speaking of Zelda, we really need to get back to that game, too. God, I've got so many games I've started playing, and never finished. Actually, no, well.
As you wish.
Give us a little of difference between elements we can play with.
I'll catch up.
If we get caught in a battle, which it looks like we're about to be. Maybe. I bet dollars to donuts that it is inside the middle there. Grab some of these while we're here, might as well. From our lovely Claymore maid. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend?
I'll catch up.
Anybody doing anything fun? Imagine River Eye, if you're still here, you're probably going to say something about fishing. Over there, but I wanted that, of course.
We're way behind schedule.
Let me throw this down. I'm not sure who we're gonna have to beat up, but wait, there's one over there. I see it. What the TI doing? TI is trying to push forward and heal a little bit from the damage this game gave me the last time we played it. And we've gotten a little bit better. We've made some progress on some things. Our heart wasn't completely and totally destroyed, but I hope we get to see Furina at some point again. Assassin... Do this... Do that... And back to there. Interested really in reading things. I am, however, interested in teleport waypoints for those free 5 bits of power. What is the Frostbite Tigressa doing? Hopefully doing fun things, enjoying the day. Ganyu makes me feel... I know, I love Ganyu. I call her the goat wife. Can we make it up over that ledge? And it isn't just about her looks. Her personality is pretty wonderful, too. Ha! We tricked it. Nice. Okay. Look a little higher just to make sure that we have the clearance and distance to make this happen. Nice. Blowing up barrels. Alright, I can do that. Yay! Ooh, an exquisite chest.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Ganyu, you are a cause for great happiness. Don't let anybody tell you differently. So, Tigressa, what you up to? Any big plans for the day, or the rest of your day, or maybe tomorrow? Me and getting through a warm evening at work. It certainly was feeling pretty warm out there today. Honestly, I thought it felt pretty nice here. It was supposed to be like 83, but there was no real humidity, so it kind of made the day a little better. What the hell is at the top of this tree? Bull fruit? Gotta be a little quicker on that button. Don't huff at me, Ganyu. Oh, wait, that led to a treasure chest?
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Yeah, now we're just kind of cleaning things up in our list of things to do.
Next on the agenda.
According to our good friend Pure, we have a little while yet before we have to worry about the next major area. So, you know, whatever little quests we can get taken care of here and there, we'll tackle those. We're going to try and clean up and get the map fully fleshed out. We're going the wrong way. We're going to the wrong side of the river. Now I kind of want to watch that movie. It's been a while. $5 points if you know what that is. What movie I'm talking about. bet there was another one, wasn't there? Let's see. That's a burb. That is a burb of the word. Bird, and a bird is a word. What is that? Can I hit it from here? Apparently I can. I don't know what you are. Going down.
Leave it all to me. Apologies. Please hold for just a moment. Give my prior in consideration. As a dutiful maid woman, I will see that. Freak out. I must leave no stone unturned. We're way beyond. For Rex Lapis. Apologies to take.
Who is this we're fighting?
It's near in this end. Peterbush, allow me. Access denied. Choice times fleet.
Certainly isn't going down easy.
First, rebuild. Which must go on. Apologies. No touching. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey.
Oops. Okay. Ah, she went the wrong way. I was kind of hoping we could send her off into the water. She can't. Oh.
Stronger than I thought. Incoming.
Oh. Okay, time to heal. Need to get Noelle out of the party. She's not a good fighter. Do not have her situated for fighting at all. Get back to Sucrose. My dear beloved nerd. Do love ourselves a nerdy girl, you know? Okay, so we got this over here. These will unlock and do something. Hydrograna, okay, so that's how that unlocks. Fine, be that way.
Let's move out.
Looks like these are the same. What do we got? I think there's several of them that we'll have to get.
Let's move out.
Hear it. Oh. There we go. That's a big old bird. Alright, so there's somebody up here with something they want to tell us or want us to do. See if we can't figure out what that is real quick. Oh, what am I to do? Huh, are you okay? Sighing so sadly alone by the water like that, did something bad happen? Yes, and it wasn't any old something bad, but something awful. Apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Broglie, and I am an entry-level researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute. I apologize, big yawns. I was previously responsible for monitoring Fontaine's hydrology data. Simply put, it's all the data related to the various properties of water. For example, there's the temperature of various water layers, water levels, rates of current flow, evaporation within set times, concentration of dissolved impurities. That sounds really complicated. It is. That's why people are needed, specifically my colleagues and I, to collect this complex data and make observations so we can detect changes in the water quality in advance. If no one does this work, by the time we discover a huge problem, it will be too late to address it. You know, that's one of the reasons why those lovely oceans left Fontaine. There was a change in the water quality made it unsuitable for them to live in. Well, that's what I was told during my introduction training, probably to arouse a semblance of personal responsibility in us. Point is, monitoring the hydrology data is pretty important work. For instance, if a change in water quality nears the minimum coefficient, it can make for the taste less smooth and refreshing. Well, that's what makes it the minimum coefficient, right? But if things got out of hand, probably just lead to a mass extinction event all over Fontaine. Scaremongering, definitely. Does that mean you're sighing here by yourself because something terrible happened to the water? Not at all. It's just that the monitoring data I gathered have sunk to the bottom along with the observation station. And I don't know how I can fish them back out. That's what got me so worried. Imagine you've heard about that awful lab accident from before. You know, the one that blew the central laboratory sky high. As ill luck would have it, lab accident also sunk the hydrology observation station here. Fortunately, my colleagues and I were doing a study somewhere else at the time, so we weren't hurt. But the years of hydrology monitoring data we've collected are still down there. And that's a big yawn too. If you can help me and be in your debt for the rest of my life, you should know that ever since the observation station sunk, the former departments had to be reorganized, and I was transferred to the newly established Department of Hydrology and Aquatic Life Conservation. Not only is the department head breathing down my neck all day, but there are these new inexplicable rules. We have to report for duty on time, and we still have to make this weekly report at the end of each week. We can't even openly take our afternoon naps in the office anymore. Oh, the humanity. Even worse, there's a woman who keeps a blubber beast in the office. A blubber beast. It's bitten me 3 times already. If our new research data from before can be retrieved, I'll be able to think of a way to persuade my supervisor to restore the hydrology monitoring department. And my colleagues and I can also be transferred back to our original post, return to happy lives of ease. All that, you just want to slack off, don't you? Yeah, why don't you go down there and get all that stuff yourself? Well, this is embarrassing, but even though the Fontaine Research Institute did organize diving training sessions, we strategically held a dinner each time. I've dealt with people like this before. Every diving training session conflicted with our dinner reservation at Hotel de Board. What a shame. Anyway, the advancement of the science of hydrology and the future of Fontaine's in your hands. As for your reward, worry not. As long as you can help me recover my research, I'll do everything in my power to ensure you're adequately compensated. So I'm begging you, please retrieve our precious data from the central control room for me. I remember how to do the swimming thing. There we go. Holy crap! That's what control room Broglie was talking about, right? Console won't turn on. Why won't we look around nearby and see if there's a way to turn it on? Show it a prettier console? I don't know. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. This notebook must have been made of water-resistant material. It's still in perfect condition even after all this time. There's a sticky note on the cover. Already the third time. Remember to follow instructions precisely when operating. If we lose the data again, we won't get any more afternoon snacks for the month. Standard data export procedure. Confirm the energy storage device below the main console is online in accordance with the Fontaine Research Institute. When energy supply is normal, the green indicator on the main console will light up. At this time, pull the control lever on the left mark "Do Not Touch" or else to print out an observation data. Data should be printed at least once every 3 months, or else some data may be lost. Oh, so there's a freaking barricade here. Why is there a shield? What the hell is this? I guess this is one way to get it beaten up. There we go. Okay, that's not cool. Let me in! Got it. Okay, so that's not really helping. Okay, so... can't see it. So this is what we gotta do. Okay, so does that mean... Can I go straight up? Yeah, alright. This is complicated to a slight degree. Only a little bit. Alright, let's see what we get. And we can turn the console on. What does that instruction manual say? Okay, we just need to pull that lever that says do not touch under circumstances on it, and we can export the recorded data. I guess to prevent other people from misusing it. Weird. Pull the lever! Some rumbling and shaking, the machine spits out a stack of paper. It should be monitoring data Brogel needs. Punch tape retrieved from the water. The data recorded can only be deciphered using specialized machinery. Although it was made of special waterproof material and has thus not yet been destroyed, it has been there long enough to still feel rather wet even after being hauled out. Alright. Not a big deal. There you go. That's it. All the data from the station's been recovered now. Well, that's good. Wait a minute. Did you say this station? Yes, we have 3 observation stations and 1 central processing station in total, each with their own independent data sets. Or to convey the need for monitoring at my supervisor, the data from the remaining 2 stations still needs to be recovered and then analyzed at the central processing station. How about, do you also need us to salvage the other 2 stations? Of course not. The other 2 observation stations were spared from the lab disaster, continue to stand proudly on solid ground. Those 2 stations have been taken over by some fellows from Snezhnaya. Of course they have. You're not talking about the Fatui, are you? That's them. They claim that they got permission from the Mycen Gestion to take over the stations. They won't let us anywhere near them, let alone retrieve the data. As you may know, verifying anything with the Mycen Gestion is harder than trying to catch lightning in a bottle. Since the Fatui were talking about, they might actually be planning to use observation stations to do something bad. Paimon doesn't super want to help, but we should take a look just in case. You sound sweet and tasty, don't they? Just the way life ought to be. By the way, this place is the Conch Madeline Station. Imagine if you would breaking off a small piece of Conch Madeline, steeping it in warm water, and drinking it all up. It's what our tea times were like before. I never thought the station would end up seeking like this. Anyway, for me to be happy and free again, I mean for scientific advancement in the future of humanity, I'm counting on you to help me recover that old monitoring data. Okay. Going the wrong way, T.I. Let's go this way. Ooh. Wow, that was a fast little lizard. I sometimes wonder if this game doesn't have too much open world. Which may seem like a silly thing to think about, but there's just so much going on. You never really know what you're supposed to be doing next, and... This big damn bird. Stuck on you. you. We are working towards that over there.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. Healthy body, healthy mind.
Alright, another one taken care of. Curious what this is all about down here. Is that all we gotta do? Well, that was glitchy as heck. Oh, okay, so... Wait a minute. That is a very angry looking seahorse. I take it we need to... I'm not even really sure. See, there's no real way to make anything happen that I'm seeing. Oh. Oh, that inverts things. So we need to get that one lit up. I think. That lit up all but one. Oops, fell down. I send this on its way, it won't capture that one. Kind of hoping we could hit it and make it move on its own. I get it. Okay, so there we go. Nice.
Provisions are vital.
Oh, I feel pretty good. We solved that one. That wasn't terrible, I guess. I guess we're gonna have to figure out where all these things are at, all the ones that are underwater. That seems like an adventure for another time, though. Let us take a quick gander at what we've got for Stream Raiders. Oh, look, it's just me again. Let's see what we can get done. And in the meantime, I'll see who we've got that is streaming right now. Oh, I see where we're going. Let me do this one, and we'll make sure we that. Ah, no, she's on break. No. Hopefully she's not gone long. Where am I? Ah, there we go. Alright, friends. Let me get our raid message up here on the screen. Looks like we had ourselves a loss, which I, of course, expected, because we were by ourselves. We tried, though. We did our best. Nothing to be done about it, though. Ooh, 400 gold. Hell yeah. What did we get for getting the 2 rogues? We got 10 scrolls for the Saint. Very nice. It's fine. Let me make sure I got myself a copy of that, because we're going to need it as we do ourselves a raid into Large Nap, who, I'm sure you guys know if you've hung out with me before. She is a wonderful, sweet bean. Loves to play Apex, and she's just got great personality, great characteristics, a great vibe in her streams, so hopefully you guys will stick around and give her a chance. Yeah, she's back, so alright. Thank you so much, friends, for hanging out with me in Genshin Impact. We'll have to pick a day where I can play longer, and maybe we can make some big progress in just clearing the map, getting quests done, all these little ones anyway, and just make things happen so we can be nice and prepared for the next segment of the map to be released, so we have a whole new area to explore. But hope you have yourselves a wonderful Saturday. Not sure I'll be in a position to stream over the weekend, but we'll see how things go. Have a great weekend, friends, and I will catch you all on the next live stream. See you later.